Every time
There's no stuff that's going on behind the scenes to make features like this happen.
oh, I know, right?
And she just kissed them.
United States, you had two bashes at the first run. He got stopped just before the late jump first time round because of a fall to his one of his teammates. This time round, gonna get run away first time. He was half a second slower than Yamazaki at the top, Joel Hunt. What did he do in the second half of the run? Yamazaki's time, 2:59.03. Joel Hunt will get inside that. He does, 2:58.33, goes 24th place.
It's not really a race. It's more like a challenge, you know. Me and all these other athletes, these other challenge guys. The reason why we're doing this is not only to prove to ourselves that we can do it, but we're also kind of proving to others, hey, look, just because you don't have a leg or you have TBI or you're blind doesn't mean that you can't do it. Have to try a little bit harder, but you can do it. I'm not going to think about the pain. I'm not going to think about the time. I'm just going to worry about, one block at a time. And guess what? 3 hours from now, I'll be on the couch watching my Broncos. My childhood was great. I was the high school kicker, and I was on varsity at 9th grade. That's how good of a kicker I was. On my last year, my senior year, I had a bunch of talent scouts looking at me, but my grades weren't great. And then when I turned in my applications, I hadn't heard nothing. I mean, I got one denial letter, which was from Harvard, of all places. So that's when I went over to the Army recruiter and I said, hey, I want to join. Because I was planning on being one thing, and then the bad thing is 3 weeks into basic training, my mom said that I had signed the dotted line too fast because I had 6 full rides that just came in for my kicking ability. I was very vulnerable. And I don't know if the TBI makes it worse now than it was, but sometimes I'm still very vulnerable. I was in active duty from '98, finally retired in 2007. I was combat engineer, and basically is routine route clearances, show a presence, scan your sector, make sure they're not putting IEDs on the side of the road. You're on high alert, and then when you're not on high alert, it happens. It gets quiet. Everybody's like, well, how many? And, you know, I told them, I don't know. You don't tally up on a Humvee how many times you've blown up, you know? I didn't start noticing I had symptoms. And then that's when one of my psychiatrists, he's like, well, have you got checked for TBI? And I'm like, what is that? So I had blackouts, I had dizzy spells, I had loss of long-term and short-time memory. Like I knew stuff about Iraq, like right when I got back, but as the months gathered on me, I started losing stuff. I didn't remember people from high school. I didn't remember rotations in Iraq. I didn't remember individuals that I had served with, you know? And I got out in 2007, not because of a TBI. The Army misdiagnosed me. They put that I had a mild case of TBI and that I had anxiety. And then booted me out at 10%. Within 2 or 3 months, I had found myself confined to a wheelchair. That's the only way that could work. Beginning of 2010, from here down, I couldn't feel anything. I said something to physical therapists at VA, you know, and they had no idea what it was. They called me up, they're like, okay, so we're not going to give you for TBI. We're going to give you 100% for PTSD, but we're giving you 60% permanent total for double vision. Now, my question is, how do you get double vision from PTSD? Works for me. People tell me that I'm not going to do something. It just drives me more, you know. And it's almost like I want somebody to tell me that I can't do it. I've been told it all my life. Oh, you can't play football. You're too little. You know, you can't kick. You're too little. I try to give people an example so that they can look at me and, you know what, if this guy can do it, then why can't I?
10 miles ago, left less than 10 miles, and just found the hills. There. Oh, Barrett's so happy.
Barrett. So Barrett was a lifesaver. Don't you want to see the camera? No, come here. Come here. So I was on the bed in January of 2013 after my mom had died. And I was on the bed and I was getting ready to take I was getting ready to end my life. And he came up and put his paw on me and had that look like, you know, I've been in the same crap. We're going to get through this. So that's how he saved my life.
So we have Joel Hunt today, Specialist Joel Hunt, United States Army, retired. He did multiple deployments to Iraq, and he was blown up multiple times. He came back with a significant traumatic brain injury, which caused a paralysis in his leg. Joel's here today.
I was told in high school from a football coach, tough times don't last, tough people do. And the reason why that's my huge saying is because people look at the obstacle and they don't think of the finish. They don't look at, okay, you know what, this is going to hurt a little bit, but when I get here, it's going to be forever.
Talk a little bit about what it means to get back from the battlefield and then realize that life is still in front of you.
I told you I might be slow, but I wasn't going to stop. And long story short, I was on 15 different medications in a wheelchair. Now today I'm walking. I'm only on 3 medications, and I am the first TBI to make it to the U.S. Alpine Paralympics in 4 years.